Hey, I think I need some advice on how to detect if someone likes you or not. I went to a dating event today, and it was kind of odd because I talked to like these three girls, and what I did was the main one had like her back turned off to me, and I was like looking straight at the bar, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until she turns around for me to talk. It means that she wants to talk, so she turns around eventually, and then I start talking to them. Then I leave, and then I come back and she turns around, and then I'm like, well, I'm just gonna wait for her to turn around again. She never turns around, and I was thinking to myself, shouldn't I have just talked to her instead of waiting for her? But whatever, they didn't make an effort, so I didn't bother. And then I talked to this one girl who was a minority, so that was good. And but the problem was she was so serious. And then when I went to the restroom, she just left. And then when I came back, there was no one there. And I talked to her for a good bit about like serious stuff, like not serious stuff, just like getting to know her directly instead of talking like when you're guiding the conversation versus you're just going with the flow. I was guiding the conversation to get to know her more, especially since she was a minority. I could take her more seriously, but she was just rude and just left. And she had like a bad. She wasn't smiling the whole time. She was like frowning before I even got there. So I don't know what happened. Why should she go to the event if she's in a bad mood? I don't understand, but I usually don't go out if I'm in a bad mood. So yeah, that happened. And then I met this really sweet old lady, but she was kind of outside my dating range. Like I want to have kids. Also, yeah, I pretty much want to have someone who's young for kids, and I find them more attractive. But the thing is, if I hang out with someone enough, I do start finding them attractive, even if they're old. But I don't want to do that with. I don't know, man. I feel like there's like a stigma against dating older people, and I don't know. I feel like it's just bad. Like I feel like there's a reason why nature made it harder for me to like find them attractive, and I just don't want to go down that route because I might get used to it and I might not have any kids. So I just told her, hey, and I told her, hey, we could be friends, and then I'm actually inviting her to this one group that meets up regularly. So yeah, and I might actually hang out with her, going to bars. So we'll see. But I just want to know some advice. Like, how can you tell if someone doesn't like you? Like, is there any telltale signs? Like, I could only detect that the girl didn't want to keep talking to me only after she left. Unless it was some miscommunication where she didn't know where I went and she thought I just left abruptly because I thought I told her, but maybe she didn't hear. Um, Also, my dad said that the Brazilians are much more have better manners than Americans. Americans are just kind of rude sometimes, and I think that's kind of the case. This is why I literally went to the event, asked this girl if she was a foreigner, and she said no. And then I was like, okay, well, she seems nice on the outside, but she might be an American douche in the inside. I should have made that assumption, honestly, but this girl seemed much nicer than the three girls put a bad taste in my mouth. And then I was like, okay, well, this is how Americans behave. They're rude. I want foreigners and minorities. And so I should have kept talking to that girl, but I just had such a bad idea. And I need to do what someone told me, what this Christian group said. Pretty much give each person a chance, a new chance. Don't put your bias on your head. And I didn't do that tonight. The girl that probably she seemed much nicer. Uh, sh I I screwed up. Those I think there was a one. There are two quality women: the older woman and the younger woman. Uh, I screwed up. I need to be able to detect whether people like me or not and move on really fast. And I need to also stop having so much bias and assuming that every single person acts the same. I need to bail quickly on toxic women or women who just are in a bad mood and move on faster to the next girl.